Hi, welcome back to another video. Now, you might be surprised to see me as my previous video wasn't that long ago. Now, normally I'll be doing a video every week just for the heads up, but today, why not? Just why not? I felt like making a video and so I am. So I cannot emphasize more that you have to subscribe. Please just click that button, just do it. Okay, and like the video please, because it really helps my channel and I can make more content, make more things that are a lot more interesting for you. Not saying that this isn't, but just yeah. So without further ado, I think we should just get going. Now, as you can probably tell from the thumbnail, we're going to be looking at Harry Potter theories. Okay? So, 1 second, that just went a bit wrong. Share. Okay, so the fandom friend is back. Yeah, I'm back. From what I don't know, but it just sounded right. And just to make things more clear, the is Harry Potter font. Yeah, I downloaded these fonts, so please do not take it for granted because it took me a long time to search these and find them and download them and add them to my font book and to this software and everything. So don't take it for granted. So there's Harry Potter, then the Hunger Games, then Percy Jackson-ish, Disney and Star Wars, as you could tell. Now, we're going to be looking at Harry Potter theories, but first off, just because I cannot emphasize it anymore, if you like any of these films, fandoms, books, films, whatever, any of these, you have to click that subscribe button. And even if you don't, just do it, okay? So there's 2001 Space Odyssey, Goodfellas, Lucasfilm Limited, who made Star Wars, Back to the Future, Star Wars, The Godfather. A lot of these you might have not heard of. I definitely haven't heard of all of these. And they're a bit adult, but Matrix, Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, Percy Jackson, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Disney, Twilight, Divergent, Fantastic Beasts. Okay, now there are even t-shirts saying how much you just need to do it. Just do it, okay? Now, yeah, I know those t-shirts from Nike, but still, just do it, okay? So just click that button because I'm very disappointed in you guys that haven't, because I've only got a few subscribers and I need a lot more, okay? So please just do it, okay? Now let's push that aside, get on with the video. So these are Harry Potter theories, and there's a warning that these may contain spoilers. Actually, they very much do. So if you haven't read the books or watched the films and you're planning to, do not watch this video because it's not for you. Okay, so now with that aside, let's get going. Right, so the number one theory is that Neville used the wrong wand. Now, I found this one quite interesting, and it made a lot of sense. So let's read the description. Because he chose his father's wand, Neville didn't let the wand choose him. This would explain why he was never great at spells. After he broke his wand in the Department of Mysteries, he got a new one from Ollivanders. This could then explain why he became more heroic and a great member of the DA. Now, this really does fit because, as Ollivander goes on saying a lot of the time when he gets screen time, the wand chooses the wizard. So, yeah, it would make sense that he became better using spells and stuff after he got a new wand because his fathers didn't choose him. So, yeah. Number 2, Harry, Snape and Voldemort are the three brothers and Dumbledore's death. Okay, this is very interesting if you understand. So this theory fits because Harry has the invisibility cloak, like the third brother. Snape wanted to bring back Lily Potter. The second brother wanted to bring his love back from the dead too. And Voldemort wanted the Elder Wand, which the first brother wanted and got too. And Dumbledore possessed all three at a certain point, making him the master of death. And it said the third brother greeted death like a friend, which Harry did when he died. This fits. Voldemort dies for power, Severus dies for love, and Harry speaks to his old friend Dumbledore/Death in the afterlife. Now, I really did like this, and I also think whoever created this, you are a genius, because it does actually fit. And obviously, they're not brothers as in by blood, it's just a metaphor for the three brothers story. But they all had the same sort of purpose and want and desire. So I really think that's a great theory. So, yeah. Next one. Oh. Ron Weasley is Dumbledore. Wait, is that the? No, sorry, this one. Horcruxes were made by cannibalism. Okay, so I hope you haven't recently eaten, because this theory stated that by making a Horcrux, as you know, you have to kill someone. Then what? Because if you just kill someone, you're not going to have like a magical object just appear for a Horcrux. You eat their flesh. I know, it's disgusting, but it does fit. Now, yeah, this is very, very disgusting, and I hope you do not puke, because yeah, it's horrible. You have to eat their flesh and their blood to create a Horcrux, which I find is very disgusting, but it is also something Voldemort would probably do because he wanted to live forever. So I think he would take that measure too. So yeah, it's very disgusting, but yeah, I'm just gonna quickly, swiftly move on from that. So Ron Weasley is Dumbledore. So this theory is very interesting to think about. Ron Weasley is Dumbledore from time travel because he obviously traveled back in time. We know that they are both red-headed before Dumbledore's hair turned white. Sorry. Both have blue eyes. They both injured their left leg, and they both have a love for sweets. Of course, in the Deathly Hallows, we learnt Dumbledore's true tragic backstory, but it is still a fun theory to have thrown around. So we know this theory isn't true, and I'm pretty sure J.K. Rowling also said that on Twitter, that it wasn't true, but it is kind of like a thing that you can think about, because it's very psychological if you think about it. They have so much in common, but obviously some things just don't feel like what happened to Hermione and so on. And it's just not true, but interesting though. Crookshanks actually belonged to Lily Potter. So I had this theory quite a lot on the internet, and it's revealed in the Deathly Hallows that Harry's mother, Lily, had a pet cat, and fans speculate that the cat was indeed Crookshanks. After Lily's death, Crookshanks made his way to Hermione. Another theory is that Crookshanks is a Kneazle, pretty sure it said that, Kneazle, a breed of magical cat. It fits the description of the breed, and Kneazles are clever. Maybe that's why Crookshanks hated Scabbers, because he knew the rat was a fraud. That could be the case, but it might also be because cats hate rats. Maybe both, But Crookshanks, that could be true actually. Because, yeah, it's interesting to think about these theories. They get your mind moving. But yeah. Rita Skeeter is actually J.K. Rowling. Now, I've also heard this a lot, and it's things that many fans very dearly believe. Now, I'm not sure if I believe it myself, but it is a good theory. So, angry at the wizarding world and without work, Rita chronicles the entire Harry Potter series, hoping to expose magic to muggles, and thus makes the wizards sorry they ever messed with her. Unfortunately, all muggles reading her books believed them to be a work of fiction. She retired rich and famous and decided to keep her new muggle identity. Though completely implausible, it would explain Rowling's amazing imagination. Now, I don't really believe this, because if that was true, I feel like Rita Skeeter is so she seems kind of like arrogant. She's not like very, very like out there arrogant, but she seems like the person that would be. So I think if she was writing about Harry and his friends, she would make herself seems like a better person, because Rita Skeeter in the books does not sound like the best person. So if Rita herself was writing this, she would make herself seem like a better character, probably. So yeah, it might not be true, but it's a good idea. Okay, and then the last one, probably the most psychological one and longest. There are 2 parts. Okay, so this is number 7. 7 is the very good number in Harry Potter, so it was good we only had 7. Totally did that on purpose, but yeah. Okay, Dumbledore let James and Lily die on purpose. Now, Dumbledore's plans to protect them sucked. It's not my words, I got this from a website. The link is here. He knew that there was a spy among their close friends, and yet he let them pick one of their friends as secret keeper. Bella's the secret keeper of his own house, as is Arthur, so there is no reason why James or Lily couldn't be their own secret keeper, or Dumbledore. James has no reason to insist on Peter, and it's strange Lily agreed with it if she knew one of them was a spy. Snape was also pretty close to Voldemort, so he might have known Peter was the spy all along. Even if James insisted on picking one of his friends and Lily agreed to it, it's stated that the information under the Fidelius charm, Fidelius, I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. Not very good at pronouncing charms, but Fidelius charm can't be tortured out of you. It must be given willingly, meaning someone must have convinced James to pick Peter instead of Sirius, because clearly Sirius would be the first choice. But what I don't get is that, but didn't he pick, I'm not speaking of the script now, but didn't he pick Sirius first, but Sirius gave it to Peter? This is confusing, but we'll read on. Dumbledore had James's invisibility cloak the night they were attacked. With his cloak, James would have stood a decent chance against Voldemort, yet Dumbledore happened to borrow it at the time, leaving them very vulnerable. It seems pretty selfish for Dumbledore not to consider their safety while borrowing the cloak. Now, I do agree with that. It's a very big coincidence that Dumbledore happened to borrow the cloak the night they got killed. So maybe it was a coincidence, but I just feel like that's a bit skeptical, you know? There's another part. Dumbledore had a plan immediately after the Potters were killed. Hagrid brought him straight from the house to the Dursleys, as if the plan in case they were killed was already made beforehand. The Order was outnumbered and being killed off one by one. We know this from the scene with Moody and the picture of the original Order. So they were pretty desperate at that point. It makes sense Dumbledore jumped at the opportunity the prophecy provided. They were losing pretty badly anyway. Snape told Dumbledore he asked Voldemort to spare Lily, so Dumbledore knew he could create a situation in which she could sacrifice herself, providing Harry with protection. Harry stood a chance because Dumbledore had 17 years to train him and find out Voldemort had Horcruxes. If Voldemort had waited longer to try and kill Harry, there would have been way less time to prepare. And if he had picked Neville instead, there might not have been an opportunity for a sacrifice. Now, this is a bit of a big issue, like a theory to comprehend, so I'm going to just try and explain it. So basically, what the theory is saying is that Dumbledore not wanted, but he kind of made a plan to make James and Lily die on purpose so Harry could do something, be the chosen one, I guess. And so I feel like if it's true, that's just a bit corrupt. Yeah, and some of the evidence against Dumbledore is quite big. Like, if he knew there was a spy, why did he let James and Lily pick one of his friends if he knew one of them was a spy? And like, he did have a plan immediately after the Potters were killed, so it's a bit suspicious. But did Dumbledore do such a thing? Now, please tell me down below what you think in the comments, because actually I would like to genuinely know your thoughts of this, because it's pretty corrupt, you know. So that's it. So thanks for watching this video as always, and please subscribe and like and comment down below on your thoughts and any other theories you may have, because I really do enjoy looking at different Harry Potter and different fandom theories. So any fandom, just put down any theories you may have, and we could possibly discuss them in the next video, and I'll give you a shout out. So yeah, thanks for watching, and just remember, just do it. Just click that subscribe button. It won't harm you, but it will really help me. So it's kind of win-win. So yes, thank you for watching. And as always, yes, so just like the video, subscribe, comment, and yeah, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time with hopefully a different fandom video, because I know I've done a lot of Harry Potter. So yeah, you can give me any suggestions in the comments, and see you later. So bye.